Have you ever tried to create an ebook and then felt overwhelmed with all the tech stuff and you're not sure how you're going to make it look aesthetic because you have the content, you know your expertise, but you now have to create an ebook and then you feel like, I can't do that. So stick around because in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how you can create your own ebook and how you can make it more professional looking and aesthetically pleasing in a very few simple steps. But first, before even touching Canva, we are going to use ChatGPT as an AI so that we can generate ideas around the topic. You can choose your topic, whatever topic you want to make your book about after validating the idea of your ebook, if it's going to sell or not. And if you want to learn how to validate the idea about your digital product or an ebook which you are about to create, make sure you check out this video. A lot of people create the ebook templates for different reasons. Number one, whether they are going to sell that book exactly, or you might need to create a short ebook template even for 5 to 10 pages just as a lead magnet. Because no matter what kind of a business or services you are providing, you want to build your email list. An ebook or a short digital guide is perfect for that purposes because that way you're providing value to your audience in the exchange of their email. So no matter what your primary reason is, this lesson is going to make it very simplified for you. So first, before even touching Canva, we are going to go in ChatGPT to draft our ebook based on what topic we have selected so that we have an outline present and then we can write each chapter. I will show you guys one by one. So I already have this prompt here so that I want ChatGPT to be a professional parenting coach and best-selling author and write a complete ebook on a positive parenting in today's busy world, 10 to 12 chapters. Let's just edit. We're going to use as a mini guide for 5 to 10 pages. You can add as many as chapters you want, but for now, for the demo purposes, I'm just going to use a little one. So use a warm conversational tone with relatable stories, practical tips, modern strategies like emotional intelligence, screen time balance, mindful parenting, and raising resilient kids. And each chapter with key takeaways optimized for keywords like positive parenting, modern parenting tips, raising resilient kids. So you can see this prompt. I try to give everything which needs to fill the positive parenting. And now you're probably thinking, oh, you have this fancy prompt, but what I'm going to use for my, because I don't know. You don't have to worry about, just go in ChatGPT, tell what kind of a book you want, and you want it to be complete, professional, and providing a lot of value. So you are going to ask ChatGPT to give you that prompt based on your desires, your requirements, and then you can edit it based on what you want. And that's exactly what I did here. So we're just gonna go hit enter. All right, so here you can see the ChatGPT actually gave me all this outline and created this mini guide for me. It's still creating. So it is gonna give you guys each chapter. But this is a small outline. If you're writing a big book or depending upon what topic you're covering and you feel like this is not enough, so what is the best way to do is copy one chapter at a time and then add into the tab and then ask ChatGPT to elaborate more or add more examples, whatever you feel like is not complete in this chapter. Why I'm saying one chapter at a time? Because ChatGPT is a little bit lazy. So if you will tell to expand the whole book at a time, it's going to miss a lot of important information, which might not be good for your book. So you want to do one chapter at a time and then make sure that everything you want or you want to edit it based on adding you into the book. So you can do that. So let's look at. So you can see here the introduction, parenting in the modern age. So you have, so I want, let's say I want ChatGPT to elaborate on this one. Can you please elaborate this more to add more value? And then I'm going to just paste that and then hit enter. So it added more value by adding more question forms. So that will be more alarming for parents because my book is about positive parenting. So it is added. So what I'm going to do next, so I'm going to say, so this is ready. If you want a shorter version, keep the shorter version. But I'm just giving you examples so that you can see how to expand it or how to add more things in it. So what we're going to do is, once you have your chapters, I recommend that you go ahead and copy it and open your Google Docs. So I'm just going to open a blank page here and copy it. So I just copied it in here so that I don't have to go back and look back into the ChatGPT. Now I have everything I need in the Google Doc, right? So you can do a few different things. You can copy everything all in one page, or you can actually add tabs in here. So add a little tab here. So my tab 1 was about introduction, if you want to rename it. So because this is something which saves you time when you are actually finalizing your steps. So that's what I think. So I'd like to rename them, and then I'm going to rename this one as a chapter 1. Now we're going to go back to the ChatGPT, and now we're going to go back, copy the chapter 1. All right. So now we're going to copy the chapter 1. And now please give me more elaborated and add real life stories in this chapter, and paste and then hit enter. All right. So you can see it actually added more story, everyday life, and then added a lot of stuff into the chapter 1, getting in more elaboration. So what you're going to do is you're going to do exactly the same, copy and paste each chapter and then redo this, because I just want to give you guys a little idea how you are going to work on each chapter. So I'm going to do the same thing here. So I am going to copy this chapter and take into my Google Doc. So we add this. So now, once you have your all chapters transported to your Google Doc, your book is complete. So we're done with the ChatGPT for now. So what we're going to do, what I love to do is I love to go back and read my book, what is inside, so that if I'm not agreeing with anything, or I can actually reword something based on my life experiences, if I go read the story from everyday life, if there is because anything which does not align with me, or I haven't seen my personal, I like to put me in my book so that I can actually talk about what I have experienced so that other person can relate with it. So I will try to edit that to put me, because it is great that ChatGPT and the AI help you to make it really things faster for you, but it's always great to edit it and put your version in there. So once we have edited our book, next step is that we are going to go into the Canva. So now here comes the Canva in the picture. And what we're going to do is we are going to eBook multi-page template. So the thing is with Canva, Canva has made a lot of things easier for us, because you don't really need to pay anybody, or you don't need to buy any ebook templates, to be honest, because you get everything inside Canva itself. I do have a Canva Pro, but you can do all these things with the free version as well. Pro does come with extra features, like more accessibility to more design templates, elements, the color, branding, and all that stuff. So I highly recommend, if you're going to work in the digital products for the long term, you should be using the Pro if you feel comfortable. But if you're not ready to pay and you think you don't need it. You can just use the regular version and get things done. And today we will be using mostly basic templates in the video, so for your reference. So we just gonna do the multi-page template, and then it's gonna show up. So right here, this icon, this means these are the Pro versions. If you have Pro version, you can use these. So it doesn't have to be any out of crazy, right? So now, depending upon how many pages, you can see here, this is also telling you how many pages you're going to get in this book. You can get overwhelmed by when you're choosing. It doesn't need to. You just pick one which aligns with your branding, or which more stands out to you right now, and then you can add it and work along the way. And you also want to look the page templates, how they're going to look. So you can go ahead and look around what you feel. I am going to go with this one. So we'll look, this is a Pro version, never mind. Okay, let's go with this one. It's simple. And so you can look at the layout of the book as well, if this is something you like or you want to change or anything, right? So go ahead, we're going to customize this template. So once you have chosen your template, all you have to do is go ahead and edit your text, copy and paste from your ChatGPT and your Word document, whatever you're using, so that you have your all information. So say for title, since ChatGPT already gave us the title of the book, so we're going to go back and look up, because I think I did, right? So positive parenting, a mini guide, right? So what I'm going to do is copy this, and you just copy and then paste. So now you can adjust it based on the words which you think it will look better. So however you want to move it. So for here, I can change is your mini guide to positive parenting. So you can edit, and then you can add your name, or if you have a slogan, you can add that, right? So you can add your name. So you can go ahead, go down, welcome. So here you can copy the introduction part if you want. So I can change it like introduction. So now all I have to go in here, if I feel like, because now the one which we copied is too much, right? It's not going to fit all in that book. And I don't like to over complicate it. So I'm just going to copy this much here, and it still look too crowdy. So you want to make sure you align your text and make a space, right? And then if you feel like you want to make it bigger, so you can try, let me a little bigger here so that we can actually see the better version. So I'm just going to do that. So if I feel like my text was not fully placed in there, so what I'm going to do is here, so I'm just going to go duplicate the page by adding, so I got the same page. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy the rest of the text and put that in here in the next page. I hope you got the idea. So now a few things more. So you're going to do the exact same thing with all the chapters by copy and pasting and making sure your text aligns so that it's readable, it's not too crowdy for other person to look at. And now you want to make sure that pictures align with your topic and align with whatever the chapter you're talking about, right? So here I have this picture and I feel like I want to replace this picture. So what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go click on these elements and I'm going to go here, positive parenting. So we search. So you can go ahead, if you have the basic version, again, the pro version, you cannot use these images. If you do, but if you can see what kind of an image you want, because if you have pro, you have more variety to use, but that's okay. So we can always find something. Let's try this one. And then you put it right here. So you just move the picture to get into the frame and voila. All right. So you're going to do the exact same thing with all the chapters. Now, some of the books have their author introduction in the beginning and some have at the end, because I did look at. So about me. So this is where you're going to add your picture about your story and who you are, what you do, and why you are here, right? So you can go ahead, change your name here. So your name, and then you can adjust the same thing, and then you can change the picture. So what simply you can delete. So now you can add your picture in there. So if you want to add your picture, you will click on the uploads, and then you can upload the file from your desktop, from anything, your picture. And if you already have mine, so you can go down and add yourself in there. There you go, right? So then you can add your thing. And then that way you can customize this pre-existing ebook specific to you. Now, when you are giving somebody the ebook template or anything like that as a lead magnet, you want people to circle back to you some or the other way. So if you have any affiliate links which is relevant to your topic, go ahead, you can put them in there and make the disclaimer that there will be affiliate links in there. And then if you want them to find you in your social media, different platforms, so you can always add, and then you can hyperlink them. So you're going to click on the link. So whatever your social media is, so you're going to add those links in here so that once the people are reading their book on the digital platform, when they click on these little figures, they are going to get to your social media platform where you want them to go. So this is also a great way when you are creating your lead magnet to make it more accessible, so rounding people back to you, or whether it's your paid services or your social media platform or your affiliate link. So, and if there are any other pages which might not be applicable to you, you can always go ahead and delete them. But in case of here resources, if you have any kind of paid services, you can always add them and go ahead, right? And just in case if your book is more than 11 pages, you need more template, you can actually copy them, whatever the template you want. So you have to go into the grid view. So that is going to look like this. So you can see all of your pages all at once. So let's say I want this page, but I want it at somewhere else. So I'm going to duplicate this page, and then I want to move this page right here. I'm just giving you an example. So I have the same page. So I can go back and now edit this page, add my whatever chapter I want to add, and I can add there and change the pictures and everything. All right, this is how we create a book in the Canva in a very simple way. And once you're done creating your book, you want to export this. So for export, you want to check a few things. You just want to click on download, and then it's already suggested. Sometimes it is JPG or PNG format, but when you are downloading your ebook, you want to download as a PDF standard, and then you hit download. So if you don't have pro version and you have used the images with the pro version, there will be a title Canva. You will have an option coming that either you can upgrade or you can actually download with the watermarks. But you don't want your ebook to be with the watermarks. So I recommend, if you don't have pro, use the images or templates which are not under the pro version. So you can just hit download, and then it will download on your computer, and then you can decide you want to save them on your computer or you want to add them to your Google Drive. Once the book is done, what's next? Then comes the marketing part, right? Because now we want to tell people that this is the book I created and how this book can help you with XYZ, right? So what we need to do is we are going to download the first page. So download, and we're going to go into the PNG and just the current page, not all of the book, just the one we are on. Okay, then done. I'm going to download this. Why we are downloading this? Because we are going to create a marketing campaign for this book so that we can share that on our social media platforms, or if you have creating your storefront, wherever you want to use that image for, right? So we're going to go back into home. Now in the search, we are going to type mockup templates, okay? Whatever the mockup you feel like, right? So we can use a free ebook template. Let's make it, okay. So we got a tab mockup templates for ebooks. So you are going to open, because they're all pro. So we need to find something which is not the pro, right? So you can choose anything you like. I just want to give you guys an example. So I'm just going to use this image for now, because this is under the free version. And all right, so now this is a book, right? So what we're going to do is, so ebook. So again, so we're going to go in the uploads, upload the file, and we're going to upload our picture. And then we choose this, and then we want to replace this. Wait a second. There you go. So just move in, and I don't need this text, so I can delete that text. There were, okay, a second. Okay, they had a text over here. Okay, now this is your book. But now this all look a lot of like color. So I want to change the color of the background for some reason. So let me try this. Okay, try. So it will suggest you what goes with your book based on if that looks good or not. So you can play around what color you like the most. Okay. Yeah, just a reference that you can move around if you don't like this, because this came in the free version. We didn't have much. So if you don't like that, you can delete that as well. So you don't need to have that. So if you feel like, okay, this is too much and I don't need this, or you can just grab a mini guide. Okay, now we can shorten this sentence here and put that right here. And then you can change and upload any other book or any your own image in there. So this was the idea that how once you have how to create in the ChatGPT to Canva and how you're going to market it. And now you can share this picture on your social media platform that you have created this book and who you are going to help them with. So like my case, it was the positive parenting. So I'm going to help the parents with the busy schedule with all these today's struggles and all that stuff. So based on what's inside your book, you can create your marketing campaign and share the word with the world. So that's it for today's video. If you do like my video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And to make things more easier for you, I have compiled a Mompreneur digital income starter kit, which comes with digital product ideas, PLR process, and ebook templates as well. So make sure you grab it before you go. And I'll see you guys in the next video.